I'll give a hint, he's on the Astral Express. You can't just go around asking that, Summer. Why don't you tell me who you have a crush on first, Humph? I don't really have a crush on anyone. I spend most of my time by myself on the Express, in my room. But, the Express is kind of like my partner, don't you think?
Want to translate videos but it takes too much time and effort? BlipCut Video Translator is a free AI application that makes content accessible to audiences in over 130 languages. All you have to do is select your video, decide which language you want to translate it to and hit the translate button. BlipCut has a user-friendly interface, advanced AI-driven accuracy, and flexible options for subtitles, voice dubbing, or both. Picture this: your video in English, now French, Japanese, or Spanish with just a few clicks. And no, you don't need to be a tech genius or spend hours editing. Just upload, select your language, and now it's done.
Tus chances de tener un bebé son tan bajas como mi deseo de casarme. No creo que tengamos un bebé. Aunque si sigues insistiendo en que deseas un bebé, alguien podría regalarte uno para que te calles de una vez.
You can also see all the translated texts on the left side. Don't like the subtitles? You can customize them and then export the video easily. You can also just simply create subtitles like how I did with this video. There is a voice cloning feature too, so you can use your own or any other people's voice in your videos. BlipCut can help you make videos for more people around the world, or translate anything for you so you can easily understand videos that are in other languages. Try it now and save up to 70% using the link in the description. Thank you BlipCut for sponsoring this video, and thank you for watching.
A few of the Genius Society members are rather good looking. There are certainly a few people at the space station that are rather attractive to look at. The Express crew members all have their own unique charm, but none of them have really drawn my eye enough to even be called a crush. Blushes, flustered wah crush? Me? I don't that's. Where's that coming from? Glances around nervously. I have no interest in others' personal details. But if I had to give an answer, it's Stephen Lloyd, the creator of the data bank in the simulated universe. He's the most trustworthy in the Genius Society. That's a hard question. There are so many beautiful things in the universe, beautiful paintings, beautiful stars, beautiful people, beauty in a piece of music, beautiful in words. There are a lot of beautiful things, I cannot name them all. So, the answer is, I have a crush on the beauty in all things. Me? A crush? Nah, not my style. But if Kafka were to ask me out, I'd have no choice but to say yes. What sort of stupid question is that? I have no time to have a crush. I'm head of strategic investment department, I got so much paperwork to do and I have no time to think of crushes. She said, a bit annoyed. I knew this question would pop up sooner or later, Jade says with a smirk. Well, I guess you could say I have a little something for Elio. What? Cough, no one. I don't have a crush on anyone. Crushing on people is a big waste of time to me. But, if you want to know, it's Bronya, okay? Are you happy now? Satisfied? Well, to be perfectly honest, I have a thing for the Silvermanes. Those uniforms, they look pretty damn good, and those guys seem like they could handle a girl like me just fine. A crush? No. Who would I even have a crush on? Definitely not someone in the research team. Definitely not. Pela exhaled. She had a slight pinkish hue on her cheeks. Her usual composure had all but faded, and she looked and sounded a little shy. "His name is Luca," she answered truthfully. Despite herself, she let out a bit of a dreamy sigh as she spoke his name. The thought of him was clearly making her a little flustered. "Hey, why do you ask me that? I don't have time for a doctor's only love is her patients." "No one. I'm not interested in anyone of the opposite gender nor any of those of the same gender." "Oh? What kind of question is that? What's important is how I manage my department, but if I have to say, General Jingliu on." "A crush? On who? I haven't given anyone a second look. Besides, all the men here are either ugly and rude or have no future." "I kind of like Jingliu on. I'm not even sure it's a crush though, it's probably just a passing admiration. I've only seen his sleeping face though." "You're gonna have to subscribe to my channel to know that, haha. Or watch my streams in person and maybe I'll hint it." Huh? I don't know. I'm too scared to talk to anyone." "What a silly question. I don't need such frivolous feelings. But if I had to choose, it would probably be General Jingliu on." "Crush? You think that a puppet like me can have such feelings like you humans do? There's no one." "A crush? Humph. I do not have crushes on people. But the one I think of most is you, benefactor." "What on earth are you saying? Did you hit your head on something on your way here? I absolutely do not have a crush on anyone." A smile plays on Feixiao's lips as she speaks. "I have a bit of a thing for Luoka." She chuckles at her own admission, slightly embarrassed. "I have a thing for the young General Jingliu on." A strange question to ask, child. But I suppose I could answer that. An oldie on of erudition. The one that once presided over the Genius Society. You seem surprised. She remained silent for a moment, then let out a sigh. "I have no interest in things like that. Romantic feelings are a distraction." "Well, I have no shortage of admirers who come to me like flies, but I'm not into those boring people. I have my own preferences." Leans close and whispers. "It's the kind of person like you, to be precise." She chuckles and looks around to ensure no one is listening. "I suppose I could tell you. I have a small crush on a fan of mine, who I saw in the crowd. Though I'm not sure if it's a major crush or just a small admiration." Don't be asking such questions. But I guess I can confess a few things. I really admire the Astral Express. And the Nameless. Firefly is blushing. Rappa blushed a bit when you asked her that. She didn't expect to be asked something so personal. "Well, this is so sudden, but I have a crush on you, actually," she admits, with her heart-shaped pupils looking at you.